Hey, we're back. Season 1, Power Book 3, Episode 2, Raising Kanan. 8:30 p.m. Monday night. So with my illustrious co-host. What's up, y'all?
Listen,
We're on
first,
Raising Kanan now.
yeah, but listen, Keisha got the floor because she didn't get to review season one. I mean, episode one. So the floor is
Episode
yours.
one.
Yes.
I mean, I liked episode one. I like the nostalgia. I like the clothes. I like the cars. I mean, it moved a little slow. It got better towards the end. I want to know what the problem is between Jukebox and her father. It's some tension there, but I can't put my hand on it. I like that. I had concerns that it was going to be a get rich or die trying knockoff, and it wasn't. It's like it's not the same whatsoever. I do like the fact that 50 doesn't try to embellish and make it like he was just some cool kid. You know, he was a little fat kid getting beat up at the park.
You mean Kanan?
Yeah, Kanan. So I like all that seemed kind of realistic to me. Trying to figure out where it's gonna go. I'm a little on the fence. I think each episode is gonna get better and better and better. What else do I want to know about? What my questions? That oldest brother, is he jealous of his sister? I feel some tension there. I really like the younger brother. I really like him. And
Lulu.
yeah, Lulu. And I didn't think he wanted to kill D Wiz, but you know, that's what his job called for. He got him some sloppy toppy. He got him some food. You know, he went out with a bang, I guess.
Hey, he showed him a good time.
Huh?
He showed him a good time.
He showed him he had a good last hurrah.
Yes, he did.
So yeah. So that's some of the questions I want to know. Like, what's the jukebox? When did jukebox go all the way to the left? And is she gonna kill somebody? It just seems like some strange things is coming forward. And how is Kanan gonna feel when he finds out his mother ordered one of his best friends to be killed?
Keisha, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yes.
Are you rushing a little bit? Because remember, it's about raising Kanan. It's basically giving us the backstory of what made Kanan so cold-hearted.
I think so. It's a rush because you know these people as adults. You know, because they were presented to you as adults already.
Well,
okay.
I think 50 really, if you look at the end of Power, right? The original Power, I'm talking. And when they started doing previews of the Power books, they made it seem like right off the bat, they was going to be introducing Ghost, Tommy, and Angela as high school students. That was the scene they gave us. They didn't even make it seem like it was about to be.
But I think Kanan is older than them. So I think he was grown. Like, maybe not much.
He probably was like a senior in high
maybe
school.
2-3 years ago by the time that scene.
Yeah, he was probably senior in high school and they was freshmen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, something. Yeah.
So that's why it's gonna give them enough time. You may not be introduced to Ghost and Tommy and Angela in Power Book 3 for another like 2-3 seasons.
But you know what? I don't need them. right now.
Exactly. Exactly.
I think they got enough to keep you invested.
Oh, they
Cause
got
listen,
more than enough.
them nineties is the truth. I think they got enough to keep
They
us
got enough.
invested with the fashion and the music
Yeah.
and what was going on in the street.
And my
And his
favorite,
mother is a boss.
she
I'm gonna
is.
ask you guys a question. Do you
But you
think that
already know, Keisha, who my favorite character is.
Lulu.
it's unique?
Unique.
It's unique. It's
Unique is my
unique.
man. I
I'm gonna
love
ask you. I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Do y'all think that his mother? What do y'all think her reluctance is with Kanan? Like she put him on the stash. It's like she's doing it slow. What do you
she
think
want
that's all about?
she's a mother. She wants better for her son. She don't want her son to be caught up in the game. But like Unique said to her, come on, you gotta look at who his father and his mother is. He was born into the game. Wasn't gonna be no other life for him. And
It's
Lulu must have said that
definitely
to her too.
trying to show the parallels between him and Tariq and why um he
And
immediately saw himself in Tariq. He
yes, because
immediately saw himself in Tariq.
yes. Because if I watched Power, I would have never thought Kanan came up the way he did. I would have
Because
thought he was in
Kanan
the project.
essentially came from a good family. Now they may have been drug dealers,
Right.
but his mom was making sure he was going to school. She was making sure his homework was done. She was making sure he took out the trash. You know, her
Yep.
business was her business, but essentially he comes from a good family network. His
A
uncles was
loving
around,
family. Loving
a loving
family.
family. His grandmother was
Dinner every
around.
week. Yeah, dinner every week. He knew who his grandparents was.
So
Like,
so so let me ask you a question. So you think that with her getting Wiz killed, telling Lulu to show him Reggie Jackson, which I thought was hilarious. She used that
that
parable,
was
right? Um, with that, you think she really understood what Unique said? Like, yo, Rock, you ain't in no position to go to war, and we both know that.
they had to give him a
They
body.
had to give somebody up.
They have to give, and if you think about it, you don't know if Kanan killed Buck 20 or D Wiz. Because they both shot. So D Wiz was telling people that he did it. And that's when Kanan was like, yo, stop telling, stop talking. You're talking too much. You know what I mean? So, you know, to your point, Keisha, the oldest brother is the fuck up. Excuse my language. And
Mhm.
Rock knows she could trust her baby brother, but she can't trust her older brother. Like, he irrational. He want to party. He getting in a fight over the club chick. Like,
Mhm.
and that's what she said. We trying to conduct this business, and you talking about a party. Like, you
Mhm.
know what I mean? So those two is really the blames of it. But I think the streets respect him more. I think the boys that's on the corner and stuff like that, I think they respect the older brother more. You know what
Cause
I'm
Lulu,
saying?
cause Lulu is more quiet, so they
Right,
probably don't think that Lulu is the one that's putting in all the work.
right.
Yeah,
So
he not flashy.
let me ask you a question, Dwayne, because I know you like the part when Lulu asked Famous about his sister.
He was like, man, I'll be sitting there eating cereal with my sister.
He did not want to give Lulu no information,
Yo,
yo.
And I
Lula,
don't blame him.
listen, Lulu, keep the Fila sweatsuit on.
Yeah,
The first two episodes, that Joker stay rocking the Fila sweatsuit. But like Keisha said, man, it's 90s. It's what we grew up on. The
Mhm.
MPVs. They gonna hit you with the Wu-Tang in one of these seasons. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna ask you
And
how long do you think that has staying power, as far as the ratings?
I think
If it
Power put
keeps up like this, it should. See, so this is what my problem is with the Power Universe. The Power Universe really believes Ghost is alive, or they like in their heart they want Ghosts. Like they don't want any more stories outside of Ghost. Um, did I think she needed to kill Ghost when she did? No, because for me it was starting to become soap opera um towards the end. But I think we're not evaluating these shows um as their own separate entity, and I think that that might be their downfall.
One of Keisha, one of the biggest things that I think everybody need to look at with 50 is if you follow him on Instagram, what he's doing, he has a honest competition going on
Mm-hmm.
amongst the cast members, and
Mm-hmm.
I think with if you understand how his life was and what motivated him to be the type of person that he appears to be, he has turned that into his business, and
Mm-hmm.
I think he's up in the ante up far as the acting and the writing. For anybody that don't know, Dwayne had told me prior that this episode was actually written by Mario Van Peebles,
No,
Mm-hmm.
directed.
and Courtney
Directed by
he
Mario.
directed it,
Directed.
and Courtney Kemp has nothing to do with this. This is just based off the character Kanan.
No, this is
She's
all
not a
shots.
writer. She's not a writer in here. So this is interesting that and and this is what I mean about when we talk about the other show that we do is even though there is different writers, the storylines ain't been so far fetched that they're not.
It's continuity.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, it's kind of, so it's new writers, but they're showing you the parallels between the original Power and this show. I'm
because Keisha,
definitely seeing.
me and Dwayne actually were chasing yesterday, and we were doing some research because we were doing the same thing that you had did in the beginning about trying to get to the source of the episode. So me and
Mhm,
Dwayne was like, well, when are we gonna find out where Breeze at? Because
mhm.
Breeze is the one that was the kingpin, and he was the one that gave Ghost name. He said, "Now you see him, now you don't." That's according to Tommy. So Breeze is the one that is the connection. So um, I believe that
Now,
one of the things that we don't want to rush it because now we Kanan really is not cold yet,
but you
No.
but it's
didn't
gonna be
tell.
some things that's gonna make him cold,
But you didn't tell the whole story, Quinn. For it, you told half a story. You
sir.
didn't
Sir,
tell. You
don't
didn't
say my
tell.
name, sir,
You didn't tell. You didn't tell why we was chasing the Breeze, and
because
because
I thought it was D Wiz.
I thought it was D Wiz. I was like, well, if they killed D Wiz so quick, I thought he was the one that was bringing.
And is his brother gonna come back?
That's the thing. Because the way Dwayne explained to me yesterday, he said, "This is the thing about Rock is that she's so smart. Is that she found out where his brother was at. His brother had just came home, so his mother wouldn't lose both her babies, one in
Well,
the
lose
system
both
and
her
one.
babies.
So who's her brother? Who's his brother? Is his brother gonna be? I think that's one of the unique things about the Power Universe, Keisha, that you said is that their storylines always coincide.
Yes. Even if it's
You,
open.
yeah,
Even if it's open, like it always comes back to something previously. They always tie up a loose end.
They do, but I think this is going to be the greatest series in the Power universe.
why you say that?
I do. I just
I
think,
think Power Book 2 is going to be better this
like,
next season.
and,
And
and, and
not to go too off base, the reason I think it's going to be better because they had to get rid of all that ghost stuff. It was so much residual lingering ghost business that needed to be. They could maybe should have gave Power an extra 5 episodes to wrap all that up. So they spent all that time, but I do see it being a little different
to
for
your
this
point,
next season.
that's why the last scene of Power Book 2 was in the cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
It was the killing of Tariq's life as a St. James. That life is over now. Your
Yeah,
father
he
dead.
knows.
Your father dead. Your mother going into witness protection. Tommy out. So that part of your life is dead. Now you're building this new life with Monet and her people. You're a part of their family now. But I think it's my own nostalgia that has me thinking Power Book 3 is the best because of the music, because of the authentic flows. They wearing champion hoodies and champion,
And see,
sweatshirts, feline
and
sweatsuits, the chains, the cards with the BBSs, the music, like just it's so 90s,
it
man.
speaks to the target audience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's speaking to us. But when you read some people comments, they don't like it.
Really?
They don't like.
I think that one of the problem that people don't like about it is it's like you said, Keisha, they can't separate the actor that played Ghost from this series, and they gotta understand that this is strictly about raising Kanan, understanding really like the parallel of him and Tariq, how they were good kids, and he was. I don't think people realize how cold Kanan was when he came home from jail and he got in power, where he killed his own son. So we're gonna see the progression of a good kid who loves his mother, loves his family, loves that girl, how he just became cold and really malicious. So I
And
think
I
that
forgot he killed his own son. But yeah, he killed his own son.
yeah. So I think we need to just enjoy the show. I think a little bit. Let me see what my
Listen,
cousin said. I don't think this will be the best series simply because it is only going to be, but so far they are going to be able to go before they catch up to Kanan in power. Where we are now is, say, almost 20 years rounding, and he was supposed to be locked up for 10 years. So it only gives us about 10 to 15 years to develop. But Shonda, the thing about him developing, remember, is that he was older than Ghost and Tommy. And him being older than Ghost and Tommy is that he's more street. So then from that preview, because even though they showed it as a preview or something, one thing about the Power Universe, they're not going to leave us hanging. So when they were in the school, that scene where it was Angela, Tommy, and the young ghost, where did they run into Kanan? Was he the corner boy then? So I think that's like kind of interesting how they're going to tie it together. And they could do this for another 2-3 seasons before they even introduce them,
absolutely.
because we have to see what made Kanan so cold. Does his mother get killed? We don't know.
Right.
The
And
uncles, we don't know.
clearly they had a nice run because Ghost and Angela was going together in high school. The wife called the police on Kanan Stark. When did he get the name Stark? But Tasha called Tasha the one who snitched on Kanan. So it's some years left in there because he's still young, I would think, in high school.
It's like 91. So
He like 10th grade.
He like junior
probably.
year.
But and guess what? He's smart too.
Wait a second. Was Buck 20 older than him or younger than him? I think Buck 20 made him a year older than him. Mm-hmm. And the reason I say that, the obituary that they had for Buck 20, his birthday was 1974. Okay. So in 91, Buck 20 would be a junior because I was born in 74. And in 91,
I think Kanan is probably born in like 75, 76. I'm thinking that he not 9th grade, but maybe 10th.
Hey.
Why you didn't mute it?
Oh, okay, bye.
Huh?
Why you didn't mute it like I did?
I'm sorry, I tried, but we're in the middle of that. But yeah, so I think Buck is older than them. I think he was older than Kanan, probably by a year or so.
Yeah, and what's with the girl? She did beat that girl up good in the hallway.
She did.
It's always a mouthy hoe that want to say you wasn't the only one.
Yeah, come on, like
it's always.
You want to show that you was down with him too. Like it's crazy.
They should have really made it realistic and had them fight at the funeral.
Quentin, get yourself together, man.
In that case, he would be much older than Ghost because I believe he was said to be born in the 80s or so. Yeah, he is older than Ghost and Tommy.
Yeah, he older than Ghost and Tommy.
Yeah, he is. He probably got them about 3 years. Think about it. Like I was just saying to Keisha. It's 1991, okay, and Kanan is in high school. So let's just say Buck 20 is a year older than Kanan, okay? That would mean Buck 20 is like a junior because his obituary said he was born in 1974. So in 91, I was born in 74. So in 91, I was a junior in high school, which means Kanan is probably a sophomore.
Sophomore.
You know what I mean? Because the principal was trying to get him in that other high school for his last 2 years. So,
And Jukebox was too old.
right. And so what I think is going to happen is
So
Kanan,
Jukebox should be a senior in the school.
right. So Kanan and them will be like a senior, him famous and all them, when Tommy and Ghost and them step on the scene. So they still got about 2 seasons before they even have to introduce them, man.
So Dwayne, why do you like Unique?
Why do I like Unique? Are you kidding me? Look at him. Custom outfits getting tailored.
He was at Dapper Dance.
Yeah, he got the BMW.
Oh, he was in Harlem.
Yeah, he went to Harlem to get that suit made.
Like Keisha wasn't here last week, but he talked like a combination of 2 people that grew up in Vauxhall. He's a combination of 2 Vauxhall people. Tell her who, Q. You said it last week.
She don't know one of them. Chiron is the other one.
Oh, okay.
Okay, who's the first? Who's the other one?
You don't know him. You don't know him.
Oh, okay.
But he talked like him, slow talk, ladies man, like, you know what I mean? Like the way he talked to Rock.
He talked to Rock like he liked Rock and he talking slick at the same time.
He was like, he was like, come on, that's Decon and your boy. That boy was born from you and Decon. He was born into the game. Like, you know what I mean? Keisha, I gotta be honest, man. I know they had to get a body, but I was kind of surprised they took D Wiz out like that. Another scene that surprised me is when the uncle pulled up and told Kanan to come with him, and his daughter just sit there on the street too.
No, he asked her if she wanted to ride.
Eventually.
But he didn't ask her first.
Yeah.
That just seemed weird. Dwayne, to add to your point, man, I was a little bothered with D Wiz because he was down with Kanan from the rip. Like, they on y'all blocks. And I get the storyline. I just think that's
somebody would have got them killed.
But
I think D Wiz was the one that was so down with them. And I know they can't kill my boy Famous. I'm a big Famous. For some reason, I like Famous character. But I know they had to do something, probably D Wiz, because he did, like Dwayne said, he was running off his mouth.
But that's why Keisha.
No, Famous ain't soft. He just said, "What I'm gonna do without a gun? I'm gonna go around there."
Listen, that's why what Keisha said is really telling. Lulu ain't want to kill him, man. He knew he had to, so that's why he said. That's why he said, "I'm gonna give this kid the night of his life before I take him out."
And then that other brother, like, you really starting this fight over this broad?
Yeah.
She's sniffing all types of drugs. Is he gonna be strung out on drugs?
But see, that's the thing for the old heads. Like the drugs was party drugs. It wasn't about, as people may think, they was this is what they did. They partied, and even that drug back then was considered, a rich person's drug.
Mm-hmm.
I just watched that scene again, and you saw how Rock and Lulu looked at each other when D Wiz mentioned his brother was home, and his mother probably happy now because, she gonna be a little bit nervous because at least when he was in jail, she knew where he was, and they kind of looked. But see, Lulu, he's smooth, he a killer, but he got a heart too.
I like Lulu.
When he saw an old girl in the bodega and she had the black eye or whatever, he was like, "Oh, okay, what's going on?" Like, you know what I mean?
That bothered him.
It bothered him. So he got a little bit of a heart to him, man.
Yeah, that would have been my crush when I was into those type of fellas back in my youth.
Listen, I like Rock. I do. I think Rock's sexy as hell.
But
Yo,
50
do
gave
you
50
even
gave
know
us.
that man name, real name?
Who, Lulu?
The man she slept with.
Oh, Symphony?
When she took that dress off, he was like, "Let's take it slow." I think he the police.
She
Yo,
said, fuck that noise.
I think he is an undercover cop.
I think
Who?
he the police.
Who?
Symphony.
Symphony? Oh, wow.
hmm
Okay. I didn't see that. I just
hmm
thought he was a good cat that's trying to, make ends meet, and he working at that club.
But she said F that noise.
Yeah,
She
she
ain't
said,
care about listening to Whitney Houston. She wanted them.
Yeah, she an alpha for
She
real.
wanted them nizzles hit.
These soft ass ninjas, they can't handle that today.
woo, but I like her. I like her. I like her a lot. But you got a lot of these jokers up here that like the girl that was in the club who dog got taken out. But
And
whatever
you know
floats
what? Now I'm convinced that Kanan understood and forgave Tariq when Tariq killed him.
What do you mean?
If you look at all Kanan, just in these 2 episodes, have been through, his mother done killed his best friend. In the previews, it looked like Jukebox gonna kill somebody. It's like they do what they have to for a family. So it makes sense why Tariq had to do that, because that's what his mother, and that's what his mother told him to do. So he understands that concept.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. In one breath, Rock was like, "You only as strong as your team," but then
no.
she ordered a Reggie Jackson on you.
But
Right.
yo, it's real authentic.
Yo, Lulu
It's
called and said, "Home run, Grants."
yo, it's real authentic. Just like Jukebox had to teach the dude the game when you trying to sell merchandise, like my man Caputi. She was out there trying to sell her polo stuff.
Al Canal.
Out now. He got the sunglasses, he got the socks, he got it all. You know?
I thought that was an interesting scene right there.
Me too, because you a drug dealer's kid. Your whole family got money. Why are you doing that?
Yeah. She sold
You
that
know,
She got her 250 too.
it just doesn't seem, that part didn't seem realistic
You know why I
to
think
me.
she did it though? You know why I think she did it?
Do you think her family don't support her wanting to sing? Is this?
Well, I don't even think it's even for the singing, because I think her family would support that. I think it's because she want to take old girl out, and she know that old girl got a little bit of money with her, so if she really want to take old girl out, she got to be able to wine and dine her. If she
Yeah,
go,
but she could get that money from her. She not even dressed like a girl whose family sell drugs.
yeah, but can she really go to her people and get money and say it's for a date? Because they're gonna be like, who the dude?
She not fly. Her clothes not fly. She not fly at all.
Who, Juke? Juke the stud.
It doesn't matter. Even studs be fly in the 90s, especially when they all drug dealers.
Drew would have had some bamboo earrings on though.
Something. She not fly. She not fly at all.
She did have some.
She'd have had some. She'd have had some. She'd have had the big ones, Dwayne.
With her name in it.
Yeah.
Jukebox.
She'd have had the left one would have said Juke, the right one would have said
Yeah.
Box.
Oh, she would have been like Rock. Look at this episode of Rock. When she talking to Kanan, she got the shoulders out. She wearing a nice black outfit. Got the earrings popping.
Because the aunt is fly.
Look at that. She got the buckle belt. Yo, this Rock she's a star.
So give me y'all ratings.
It's all
Give it a
9.
7.
It's a 9.
A 9 for you, Dwayne? A 7, Keisha?
Yeah. It's still a little slow. I like it. I'm gonna give it a 7. You gotta work harder for me.
Let me ask you one thing about the Power Universe, right? They done killed. Look,
I'm caping. I am for Rock. If she gets a 10, if I could give it to her. Y'all thought I was going crazy for Tracy and the shot? No, it's over.
Yo, just let me ask y'all. Y'all know the power universe has no problem killing people. We done seen two people get killed already.
Yeah,
Like
quick,
they were off your character, so
quick. And I
I'm
love they different lingo. They be talking to mathematics, and then she
yeah,
told him, "You got a Reggie Jackson."
yeah. That
Called
was
and said, "Home run."
no. He said grand slam.
No, he said home run.
Whatever, it was done. And I like that they showing like it was a lot of women in the game in charge.
Yeah.
You know, that's not always put out there.
What
We
happens
just
when the
wasn't
man?
concubines, huh?
Listen, a man got murdered. Then Kanan father, something must have happened to him. Then she was with high post, and he got burnt up.
Because he was snitching. But my question is it her family? Because she said the oldest brother was in charge and he couldn't cut it.
He couldn't cut it.
So is it her family that's like in the street?
I think Post probably was like, if something happened to me, give it to your brother.
Oh,
And
okay.
she was probably like, nah, this Joker can't get it done. I gotta do this.
Yo, he can't get right. Like, but I could see everybody in the street knowing him, you know, and he doing the parties and stuff. I
No,
could see that.
he killed me. He killed me when the cop had him on the wall, and he's like, she's like, nobody ever fought for me before. He's like, I'll do anything for my girl. Your girl.
Think about it, Keisha. And I hate to cross shows because we do.
Huh?
I hate to cross shows because we do two previews. When I look at the older brother Marvin, I think of Reg from The Shy, who had the respects in the street, but he was a fuck up. He was. You know what I mean? That's why Otis Perry had to always get on him about stuff.
And Lulu did I'm surprised that Puerto Rican girl ain't looking for Lulu.
Oh, she
from that first episode, because she was like, what did she say? Ain't no man ever did this for her or something to that. And he was like, this little girl, yeah. She would have been looking at him for him in the daylight with the street light. She would have been looking for him.
Listen, he ain't gonna have to keep asking famous where his sister at.
No, he would have just popped up over there.
Yeah, he gonna get it. He gonna get it. And Lulu's
willingly.
Slick. He gave Famous and D Wiz the money. Here's something for y'all pocket.
I'm gonna give the episode a 8. We were at 8. Last week was a 10 in my opinion, but I'm gonna give this one an 8. I mean, I think Keisha. Speaking to the slowness, I think most people will say it is slow because I'm telling you, a lot of us want to get to the climax of the story too fast.
Yeah, we want to get to the meat.
Like we rushing to see. We want to see. Everybody know deep down they want to see Tommy, Ghost, and Kanan do a little bit of crime together. Because even in the Power episode, when they all got in the car, everybody was like,
one of the best.
Shit. It was.
It was.
That was one of the best episodes.
It was.
When they was all together.
Yep. It was. So I love it. I'm loving Power Book 3. I really am. I'm a little biased, so I'm grading on the curve. But at least I'll let y'all know why I'm grading on the curve. I love rock. I love it.
No, that's not why you're grading on the curve. You're grading on the curve because you remember flat tops, Timbs, Fila suits, LL Cool J. You remember the music.
I love it though. I feel like it's authentic. I feel like it's very authentic.
The symphony.
As we're talking about it being authentic, y'all just bear with me 1 second. In 1991, would Jukebox and Old Girl be kissing on the street like that? I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't know in 1991 that they would be out there kissing on Flatbush Avenue.
Like, I think that one of
in the white part of town.
Was they in the white part of town?
They was in the white part of town.
I think that one of the things that
especially with her being a black girl.
One of the things that I'm glad that they're doing it is showing her, and this speaks to the 91 thing, Dwayne, is showing her being very conflicted. I think that is
she's
authentic.
struggling with it.
What did y'all think about the line where you could tell Kanan was looking at his mother like, you dressed up like that to go where? Who you going
Yeah.
out with? And she told him, like, I'm always love you first. I thought
Yeah.
that was a decent line.
Yeah. She ordering Reggie Jacksons on people though.
Right. One of his best friends who held
Yo,
him down.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I am looking forward to how that's gonna play out next week and how he's going to accept that because I don't know if I don't think a kid would have accepted. I don't think a kid back then would have accepted it's like it's business. I think he's gonna be devastated. And then if she explained like, look, a body for a body, he ain't feeling that. Because his man was ready to go to war
He's
for
not
him.
feeling it, but he asked for it. Like they're gonna give it to him raw because she did her best to keep him out of whatever they got going on. And these kids hard headed.
Yeah. So,
her hair's laid.
I can't say much about the episode, but I'm giving it an 8.
Got the leather outfit.
I really liked it. Like I said, I hope that I don't see it ever like Keisha, like people saying it's slow. I don't see it ever speeding up because it can't speed up, but so fast. We have to know. We have to let the story play out.
Like they done killed somebody this episode. It was shooting in the first episode. Did anybody die in the first episode?
Yeah, Buck.
Yeah, Buck.
Yeah, oh yeah, Buck 20 died in the first episode. So I think the story is going to speed up. I do. What people don't understand, Power started kind of slow too.
The first season was slow.
First season. So I'm not, it's a slow burn. I'm okay with that.
And that's one of the things
because I think these characters we can be invested in.
And that's one of the things, Keisha, about their writers. I know that, Courtney really had her hands in Power Book 1 and 2, but I don't know how much she's involved with 3, but their writers actually listen to the fans a lot. They listen to what their fans are saying positively and negatively a lot. So based off of that, I know that they're going to really write, the characters and explain in depth.
And I think because it's going to be some characters that come in that we're already familiar with, you're going to want to know their backstory. I think they got enough new characters that we're invested in them. We want to know about them. Like, what's the girl, Buck 20's girlfriend? I want to know about her. I want to know, do Kanan finally
you want to know about Omar Epps' character.
Yeah.
Listen, they got Lulu. Do you know how authentic?
Not really. Evil to me.
You know how authentic this show is? When Lulu picked up D Wiz in the street, he was rocking a Saab 911. Pick him up in the Saab.
How I want to phrase that. Not that Omar Epps, he too cocky, and I don't know. His character, I like Omar, but his character rubs me the wrong way. Like, was him and Rock a couple that's like, I don't know.
No, he said he betting on Unique. He said, I'm betting on you. Unique.
I know, I saw it. He gonna turn the other way.
He gonna be definitely pissed because, like as Dwayne said, he gonna be mad at Unique because the body done dropped.
He was in that
bodies mess up business.
Yeah. Bodies mess up business, but that's what Unique said was needed to squash it.
Yeah. And Jukebox knew what it was. When Jukebox saw him get in that car with Lulu, she even said to herself, D Wiz dead, She knew what that was.
I think she got a better understanding of the things that go on. I don't think her father has shielded her as much.
Not shielded her at all.
Yeah.
And I think that's why they got the relationship that they got. She done seen her father put in work before. And her father was like, you got to have Kanan's back always, no matter what the situation is. You got to have his back. Think about when he got beat up in the park. First thing that he said was, where was Juke?
Yeah, they did say that.
Yeah.
And she a damn girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, any final thoughts, you guys?
A 9.
9.
You raised it?
No, I said it was a 9 from the
987.
987.
So, any final words?
I can't wait.
I'm looking forward to next week.
And I'm glad that next week will be the last time we doing dual shows because now I can totally concentrate on this Power Book 3. I think it's the best power in the universe so far, and I love
until Tommy comes.
well Tommy coming, and that's great shade on the behalf of 150 Cent because he got Tommy in Chicago.
With that, we're going to close out.
He coming right at the.
Thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed today's show. Please continue to join us here for conversations on hot topics, interviews with special guests, and our featured programs such as the Poetry Corner, where you can hear dope poets from around the country creating that Poet Cafe vibe, and Crown Rules, our virtual book club on love, intimacy, and healthy relationships. Let's talk. We are everywhere you want to be. Follow us on YouTube at Let's Talk, Facebook at Let's Talk, and on Instagram at Let's Talk 1931. Have a suggestion? Give us a call at 570-795-4283. Or for business inquiries, please email us at ltalk5600@gmail.com. Let's talk.